Oh, it's zoomed in. Oh.
Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pop, I think I like it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 1 of Jack Summit 2018. We are just getting ready to leave the room and walk over to Mars Discovery District, which is where the conference will be held. It's currently 8 in the morning and 6 in the morning in Edmonton time.
You a vlogger?
Oh, I'm not a vlogger, but I'm vlogging.
Are you going to the Jack thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Hi.
So exciting.
I should have brought my
This is egg and cheese and tomato
Excellent.
and chipotle.
Hi.
What? That looks so good.
I know, there's a mate there. Oh yeah, it's gonna get lit over there. Say hi.
Hello. Beautiful prairie provinces. We have Saskatchewan. There's 5 of you. A little better than Brunswick, alright?
We have 23 virgins in the room.
100 or 200 of you in this room representing Canada from coast to coast to coast. Make some noise. That's amazing.
Before we kind of got this blue color with a little bit of orange and a little bit of black now, and we became formally jack.org. But that's when we really made our next important transition. And after listening to the students at those first 2 summits, we started formulating our programs. And Sarah and the team, listening to all of you, have really built out what I think are 3 amazing programs. With the summit program and all the regional summits, with the talks program, with speakers in every province now, and we're working with speakers in the territories to get trained. And of course, the chapters. The chapters do the work all year long, and now there's over 150 of them in every single province and territory. So we can actually say we are a national organization.
Question 1. What made you want to attend Jack Summit, and what are you hoping to take away to make an impact? So what are you hoping to take away? Is it skills? Is it inspiration? Is it networking and new friends from coast to coast to coast? What do you want to take away that will help you make an impact? And this one is just a table discussion, so note takers, your time to shine. Here we go.
Well, for me, I finished school, so I've been kind of away from like the chapter at U of A. So for me, coming to the summit was me wanting to kind of like rejuvenate my advocacy, kind of like get re-inspired. What's it called when you like restart a car? It's just restarting. Where you like jolting. That's what I wanted. Jolted. Jumpstart. Amazing. That's the word.
Hello, friends. Okay, so I'm one of your just 2 apparently representatives from first ever Jack.org chapter in the Yukon. This year, and what we noticed the more that we started to organize it and get it up and running is that our college is a little bit different. The population of the Yukon is about the same population as some of the bigger universities. We have a population of 35,000 people. 30,000 of that is like in Whitehorse. And then the rest of it is just really sparse, far out little communities and villages all around the territory. So a lot of people feel like they are really physically isolated from everything. You know, what we really want to show is that we can encourage people not to have that fear, not just for college students, because our college is a lot of adult learners who are immigrants from other countries who never got a chance at education, a lot of high school students or people who just finished high school wanting to get extra courses in before they go off to university. So we're dealing with such a wide age range in the Yukon and so many people in so many different places that feel like they're isolated, and we want to encourage them and tell them that no, they're not. They have a support network, they have people that they can go to, they have resources they can access, and we just need to make them more aware of that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing.
The voice, that voice that which we are all collectively here to speak. And that is that voice for those that cannot be heard, who may not be heard, or unfortunately have left us, but are still guiding us. May you always be guided and have support from organizations like that.jack.org, and may you be a force to create your own movements that feed into movements like this for the collective voice that we all partake in.
4,
3, 2, 1. Are you a rebel? I'm a rebel.
Their job is trying to get you off of your message so they can find a new news story. Not to say that they're malicious, but that's just like the industry, right? Like our campus newspaper would dig on our social media, would like copy paste our Facebook posts, all sorts of things. So like really understand who you're talking to them, and you make the decision. You're wearing pants.
Oh.
Pants, gotta wear pants. Okay, so.
Say hi. What are you doing? Oh my god. You're gonna bump into someone.
I feel like I would trip over you.
I know. Stop. Oh no. Oh my god.
And a special welcome to the delegates to the 6th Annual Jack Summit. Thank you for coming together to help change the mental health landscape for the better. We look forward to hearing all about it, and thank you once again for all that you're doing.
Oh my god.
Also, this is systemic. We live in a society with a lot of layers and a lot of subsystems, and we all exist within these systems in different ways. And I want to emphasize that because there's so much going on in these systems, that we need to work within these systems ourselves.
And educate the rest of my family, and that's kind of exploded. And I ended up actually working for an organization that's incredible that some of you may know, that's called We. And I was working alongside them in their Indigenous space, working with youth all across Canada, in every province and territory, working with Indigenous youth, but also non-Indigenous youth. And I ended up going on a speaking tour across Canada, talking about why it's so important for us to understand Canada's true history and the history of Indigenous peoples right here on this land.
And this is what a revolution looks like. Perfect. We ready at the top? You guys know what we're saying? Yeah. And this is what a revolution looks like. Hell yeah. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
And this is what a revolution looks like!
Whoa. Nice! Take number 2. Take number 2.
Getting in here, getting cozy.
Something that we did that we thought was really helpful was reaching out to the student services and like on-campus services and those who are in charge in the universities to collaborate with them
and to be the student voice.
We stand tall with our fish scale eyes, reflecting back resilience to those who look to us, expecting to see a broken nation, but our spirits have awoken from their colonized hibernation. Your skyscrapers are tall but static, they've stopped climbing, they've got nothing on us, because we are still rising.
That is a gift you can give people. You want to talk how to build a collective? Let people know that you're out there. When you say you are not the only one, people instantly realize that they have a team and that they have a support system they didn't know. Don't go out there trying to look impressive. Don't go out there trying to make people say, oh, I didn't know that about mental illness. Our goal is always to make some other human being on the planet say, oh my God, I thought I was the only one. That's power. And I wanted to let you know I noticed, and I'm not the only one. So, I feel better there are people like you in the world. And then she hands me an envelope and walks out of the bar. If you would like someone to cruise on a compliment for approximately 20 years, may I highly recommend I feel better there are people like you in the world. But ultimately what I realized, what I wanted to pass on to you here is that we often get so wrapped up in the plans that you create here and the goals that you set, whether it's money or recruitment or events, that we sometimes lose sight of what I think is a really essential fact. It is not the goals that you reach that will change culture and build a community. It is how you go about chasing those goals.
We need you here tomorrow.
Have a good night. We'll have a great morning. So alert. Amazing.